begin day 2. Alright, hey guys, we're here at day 2 of our build, and we're just going to show you what we're doing here. We got most of the floor framing in, but we found that if you look in close here, there's a piece of metal that this end sits on, and it's a bit higher than the surface that everything else sits on, so there's a bit of a gap under these, and we want all the joists to be sitting down right on this surface. So we're going to pull this out. These are in separate sections, so they're easy to drop in and manipulate. So I'm going to pull it out, just use my skill saw and try to trim a little bit off so that everything sits down right on the surface of the trailer. Alright, so I'm just going to run my saw along the top and just take a little bit off, and hopefully it's going to work. Alright, so we already test fit one and it looked pretty good, so this is the second one. I ran my saw along here and I cut through the tops, which is actually going to be the bottom of these joists, and that was intentional, and now I'm just running through with my Sawzall and clipping them off because the piece of metal that I showed you comes out a little bit past the 1.5 inch thickness here. So I'm just running along finishing those off, and then we'll go drop it in. Alright, so I'll just show you how it fit in. Here's our little notch where the piece of metal that it sits on is. And then down here, there's little to no gap where the joist sits on the beams here.
Okay, so we are satisfied with how our floor pieces fit into the trailer, so we've taken them out one at a time to attach the aluminum flashing. Alright, so this is one of our floor pieces that we successfully attached the flashing to. We just used these nails here to attach it down, and making sure to pull it nice and tight. And this is the middle piece we're working on now. We're just, you can see in the back, marking out the aluminum where to cut, and then we'll nail it on here. Day 2 complete.
That was good. Alright, so this is a bit of an experiment that we're doing with our build, which is that we're going to try to avoid any direct contact with any of our wood framing and the trailer itself. For heat and potential condensation problems, we're going to use this sill gasket, which is normally used when you're putting wood down on like a concrete surface to keep the wood from touching the concrete. So we're just going around and gluing with this foam compatible glue, which that just means that it's not going to melt the foam, and we're running it along. We're starting on the inside because that's the first place that our framing is going to contact when we drop those the floor pieces in. So we're just running along a bead there, sticking it down and holding it down with wood. We've done one side and it's sort of going okay, so hopefully we'll be able to get it all on and be able to wedge our pieces in without them getting stuck. So we'll see how it goes. Alright, so we just figured we'd just have at her and cover every little bit of the surface, and we're almost there, and it seems to be working okay, and only time will tell if everything's going to fit together with this stuff on, so we'll see. Alright, so we've completed our 3 pieces of floor framing, and I'll just tell you what we did. We basically built the first 2 pieces as close as we could, and then we're really precise with the last one to make sure it fit, and you'll see when they go back into the trailer. And then once we were confident with them, we took them out. We cut our big roll of flashing and laid the strips down, tacked them down with some roofing nails, and then just popped in some staples to just suck it down along the edges. And then we were just finding that where they overlap, because there's no wood under here, there's a big gap here. And thinking about maybe insects getting in there, we're just gonna put some of that sort of ducting tape over that seam to close it off. And then we'll be ready to drop the pieces back into the trailer.
Wow, I'm just like getting blasted by the sun from this. Is this filming?
Yeah. It's like something's flexed a little bit, but
Yeah.
I think it's okay. Close enough. I don't know what's gonna happen when it's the floor on, but we'll find out. Woo! All right, day 3 complete. Basically 2 half days and 1 full day, and we've got the floor framing in, and we'll carry on the next day.
If you want to see some of our previous videos, click on the preview tiles, and subscribe if you want to follow our progress. You can also visit our website here.